Have you noticed that your favorite thrift store doesn't hit the same anymore? The prices are up, the good items are gone, and it feels like they're selling against you, not to you. You're not imagining things. Thrift stores are now competing directly with resellers, and in more ways than one, they're already winning. But here's the good news. If you know what's really happening behind the scenes, you can pivot, adapt, and build a business that doesn't survive this shift. It thrives because of it. Let's break down the 5 ways thrift stores are changing the reselling game, and more importantly, how you can stay 10 steps ahead. Because if you're selling like it's 2015, you're already behind. Now let's get to it, because Resolutions gives you real solutions. 10 years ago, thrift stores were a secret weapon for resellers. They had an endless supply of cheap inventory and zero interest in the resale market. You could walk in with $20 and walk out with $200 in resale value, no problem whatsoever. The system was simple. They needed to clear donations, you needed to source inventory. It was a win-win. But over time, that changed. Thrift store staff started catching on. They noticed that some items disappeared within hours of being stocked. Employees started flipping items on the side. Local managers started Googling brands and looking up eBay prices before putting the items on the shelf. And eventually, guess what happened? Corporate noticed also. Now, thrift chains like Goodwill and Salvation Army aren't just donation centers. They're full-scale resellers themselves with teams, tech, and strategies designed to compete directly with people like you and me. This isn't about panic though. It's about clarity. You can still win, you can still profit, but only if you evolve. Let's start with the most visible shift, pricing. You used to be able to walk into a thrift store, grab a pair of Patagonia shorts and pay $4.99 for them. Easy flip, easy win. Today, that same pair is priced at $24.99, and that's with stains on it. That's not just the manager having a bad day. That's artificial intelligence. Goodwill and other chains have rolled out AI-assisted pricing tools in stores across the country. These tools can scan incoming donations, search eBay and Poshmark listings, and generate what they call optimized price tags. And by optimized, they mean whatever gets them the most money per item. And here's the kicker. These AI systems are not pulling sold data. They're pulling active listings, meaning that they are priced based on what someone wants to sell an item for, not what the people are actually paying. That's why you're seeing Walmart brand clothes listed at $12 and used Crocs for $25. And once that price is set by the system, many managers are not allowed to lower it. It's locked in.
Greedy ass algorithms.
For real, bro. Now here's how you beat it. First and foremost, start by using real sold data, not active listings. Use eBay's advanced search tool and filter by sold listings, as most of you know, to find out what items are actually worth, not what somebody thinks that they can get. Track trends in your niche. If you're selling outdoor gear, vintage electronics, or fashion, watch how prices change month by month by using tools like Terapeak, which is free with an eBay store if you guys already have one. Next, learn faster than the software. AI is only as good as the data that it's trained on. It's not great at spotting nuance. If you focus on niche items or undervalued categories like certain Japanese clothing brands, obscure and weird-ass collectibles, or regional goods, you'll still have an edge, for now at least. And finally, remember this. AI can price items high, but it can't explain why something should sell. That's your job. You can build better listings, write better titles, and earn better margins, even using AI against AI. Now let's talk about what's really happening behind the scenes. Goodwill is no longer just a place where people drop off donations. It's a multi-billion-dollar resale operation. In 2023 alone, they brought in over $5 billion in revenue, and more of that is coming from online channels every year. They've launched their own e-commerce platform. If you guys don't know, it's shopgoodwill.com. They're listing directly on eBay and on Amazon. They've set up shipping hubs, hired in-house photographers, and trained staff to list items in volume. This is no joke. They are building a business model that mirrors yours, only with more donations, more people, and more infrastructure.
You're not flipping their stuff, you're fighting their system.
But what does this mean for you? It means that if you're not doing so already, you have to start acting like a business too. That doesn't mean hiring employees or renting a warehouse, but it does mean putting systems in place. You need to think like a brand. And that starts with photography. If your photos look like shit, you're done. Use consistent lighting, use the same angles, clean your backgrounds, and point out all the features, benefits, and flaws. Resolutions Posse members, along with many others, already know this. The best way to do this is by using the Reselloupe. With the Reselloupe, you can instantly add value to the photos you're already taking and boost your click-through rate, because better photos means better sales, plain and simple. Next, get on more than one platform. Use tools that can help you cross-list to get more eyes on your listings. Then automate where you can. Use AI to write listing titles and descriptions. Use tools to remove backgrounds in bulk if that's what you want to do. If you're still doing everything by hand, you're falling behind. The thrift store you used to buy from is now your direct competition. You can't beat them with hustle. You need systems. Now for some truth, as you know I do. Let's be real. You walk into the store, you do your rounds, and it's nothing but beat up Target leftovers, broken kitchen gear, and just shitty shoes. Where's the good stuff, if you might be asking? Gone. It never made it to the floor. Most thrift chains now have internal sorting processes. Employees are trained to identify high-value brands, designer pieces, electronics, and collectibles. And when they find them, they don't get priced and shelved. They get pulled. Either they go straight to e-commerce, they're routed to a central hub for online resale, or bulk liquidation. That Coach bag? Pulled. That vintage denim jacket? Pulled. That Nintendo DS that would have made you $100? Gone before you even saw it.
If you're seeing junk, it's because they already took the good shit.
For real, bro. This is why your return on investment per trip is going down, even when you're sourcing smarter. To adapt, you have to go upstream. That means sourcing inventory before it even gets donated. Buy directly from people in your community. Use Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, and look for deals, make bulk offers, and buy out entire closets. Reach out to estate sale liquidators and offer to take unsold inventory in bulk. Build relationships with people who clean out storage units. It makes sense, right? Or even better, use paid ads. Run a simple "we buy stuff" ad locally. I know of some Posse members that are already using Facebook ads to buy some items before they ever see a donation bin. The goal is to get first access, not to fight for leftovers. Let's talk about pricing logic, or the lack of it. You walk in and you see a beat up pair of Skechers for $14, a worn Columbia fleece for $22, a Gap hoodie from 2014 priced like it's limited edition release. None of this is based on demand. It's based on brand recognition and lazy automation. Here's what's really happening. Thrift Store AI pulls from active listings across eBay and other marketplaces. If it sees similar brand or item listed at a high price, it mimics that. It doesn't care if that item's been sitting around unsold for like 6 months. It doesn't factor in condition or seasonality, or if the listing has 20 watchers and 0 offers. It just sees brand equals money and assigns a number. Stupid, right? That means a Banana Republic sweater with pilling, missing tags, and 0 current sales history could be listed for $28 because of that one idiot seller who wanted to try and get that amount. It's not smarter, it's just louder. And this is where most resellers make a crucial mistake. They assume that thrift store pricing means the item is actually worth something. They see a high price and think, there must be value here. But there isn't. It's just a poorly trained algorithm chasing unrealistic, stupid comps.
AI pricing is like drunk darts. Sometimes it hits, but mostly it fucks up your wall.
So what do? You have to be the one doing the math. Don't let a $14.99 price tag fool you into thinking an item is worth flipping. Look up sold listings on your own. Understand trends. If you're not getting what you want in profit after shipping and fees, pass on it. And more importantly, stop sourcing like it's a game of luck. It's not. You're a business. Act like one. This next part might hurt just a little bit. Thrift stores have evolved. They've added AI, they've built shipping hubs, they've hired teams, they've gone digital. Meanwhile, most resellers are still doing everything manually, still listing one item at a time, still sourcing the same routes, still packing every box themselves. And here's the thing, it's not really your fault. This business started with hustle a long time ago. It rewards grind, but shit has changed. And the hustle alone can't keep up anymore. You need leverage. You need to work smarter, not just longer. You need to stop being the sole employee of your own chaos and start becoming the architect of a system.
Standing still is just falling behind slowly.
Facts. If you're still approaching reselling like a solo treasure hunt, you're going to lose to people using software, outsourcing, and systems like myself. Let's fix that right now. Here's the plan. First, diversify how you source. Thrift stores are drying up or pricing themselves out. That doesn't mean they're useless. It just means that can't be your only strategy. Start building a hybrid sourcing model. I guess that's what we'll call it. Including online arbitrage, buying up undervalued listings on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and other platforms wherever you can find them. Learn how to buy liquidation or bulk lots, especially from small businesses or storage unit cleanouts. Also, tap into community-based sourcing. That means direct buys from people on Craigslist, OfferUp, or through local ads like I said previously. Use garage sales and estate sales to stock up during peak season, but also learn to make off-season deals when no one else is buying. Just you, baby. Second, automate what slows you down. Listing is a bottleneck and it sucks for almost every seller. If you're writing every title and description manually, you're wasting time. Start using AI tools for your listing process. If you're a Resellers Posse member, you already have access to videos where I teach you how to use ChatGPT to batch this out efficiently. Input your SKU, item type, condition, and a few key details. Let AI write the rest. Or even better, upload the item pics and a couple of details and go. Easy. Use AI-generated titles that incorporate top search keywords. Use batch photo editing tools to instantly clean backgrounds across multiple photos if that's what you're gonna do. If you're doing customer messages manually, draft automated responses for most common questions and store them on your phone or computer. You can even set up shortcuts like I do. It's very simple. Third, start branding, even just a little bit. I don't mean building a website or starting a TikTok channel or paying for a bunch of ads. I mean creating consistency and trust in how you show up online. Use a consistent photo style, use the same logo or name across platforms, write listings with personality, confidence, and clarity. This subtle brand presence can turn one-time buyers into repeat customers, especially in niche categories, which I do recommend. Fourth, batch and systemize everything you can. You don't have to build listings every single day. List multiples in a session 2 or 3 times a week. Photograph in groups, draft in bulk, ship in waves. Use scheduling tools or draft listings in advance so you're never stuck scrambling for listings. The more repeatable your process is, the more you can scale and the less time you'll waste switching tasks. And finally, track your data. Most resellers never look at what's actually driving their profit. Know your average sale price. Know your average cost per item. Know your shipping costs, your return rate, and your most profitable category. You have to know all that because what gets measured gets improved. And that's it, everybody. This is your wake-up call. Thrift stores are not what they used to be. They are not your inventory partners anymore. They are your direct competitors. Don't forget that. They have AI, they have labor, they have national reach. And do you know what? That's okay because what they don't have is you. They don't have your instincts, they don't have your speed, they don't have your flexibility. They don't have your willingness to adapt and outthink the system.
The ones who adapt eat, the rest complain online.
Ain't that the truth? I hope that's not you. So which one are you going to be? because this is your fork in the road. You can either keep grinding the same way, hoping for the good old days to come back, which they're not, or you can evolve. You can think like a business, move like a brand, scale like a system, and win like a boss. To continue supporting the channel, you can always send your thanks with the thanks button down below. You can buy the Reselloupe to add value to the photos you're already taking. Better photos means better sales, plain and simple. And you can become a member of the Resellers Posse for less than gas station coffee and get access to a whole mess of videos that I have in my library. As always, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers, everybody. Woohoo! I hope you guys like this topic. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because thrifting is getting a lot harder. Goodwill, Salvation Army. I really don't care where you thrift. Pretty much everybody's doing it. Unless they're a really tiny thrift store, they're all doing it. And everybody, you've seen them. They go on their phone, they check eBay, they check Google, they use Google Lens to check pricing. They use all of that. Well, you got to do it better because if not, you're going to be out of business. You're not going to be able to do this anymore. You're going to have to go and work a 9 to 5. And I know that a lot of you don't want to do that. I know that this is what you want to do. So you have to prepare now. This is why I keep preaching on AI. Learn how to automate using all this technology that is available to you. And a lot of the times it's free. Most of the time when I use something, I use the paid version because I want the advanced features, but even the free versions work. Just try it. Please try it so that you don't go out of business, so you can keep moving forward and so you can keep living the life that you want. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do this thing with Bruce. Bruce hasn't been here in a while. Sorry, he's been out. He's been vacationing. Déjame acabar aquí, güey. Ya te dije. I just started shooting. Al rato te hablo.